Hello everyone, Dark Kirby 14 here, and welcome to more Slide 3, Honor Amongst Thieves. Why'd I say 2? My word lingo is terrible, I apologize.
Bentley was obsessed.
If I knew Arsenal was gonna take the piss like I just saw them do, I probably would have went to the gym anyway, but I chose not to.
He soon came to the conclusion that there was no way inside unless the gang picked up a dedicated RC specialist.
That's,
An expert who had mechanical and piloting skills far exceeding his own. After weeks of searching techie chat rooms, he finally found someone who could keep up with him intellectually.
That's...
A gearhead genius out of Holland.
Yeah, fine doing there, but, I mean, it is Manchester City, and Manchester City is the better team. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised at this point in time. I don't know why I am.
She politely declined our invitation to join the team, saying...
Yeah, I don't know what I expected, but still.
Apparently, her idea of the best was her boss, the Black Baron. A big-time dogfighting champ up there in Holland. He's so good that he's even set up an international competition called Aces to attract worthy opponents.
That's...
A few days later, she sent us a counteroffer. If our gang could manage to beat the Black Baron at his own game, then she'd know we weren't just a pack of jokers.
I still think the Eagles should think running back in this draft, by the way.
So, we got busy.
Because the corner situation is not that bleak.
Worked to put a plane together, while I got my pilot license the fastest way possible.
I mean, they have Rasul Douglas, who is really emerging as a great corner.
To this Penelope that the Cooper gang was up for the challenge.
That's,
even if we were making it all up as we went along.
Yeah, because... Yeah, they don't need a defense... Like, I think... But I would... Now that I think about it, I think 10 would be a bit high to hear Greg Little's name called, but I wouldn't necessarily mind it. It addresses the Jason Peters thing. That's been a thing that needed to be addressed for some time. Now that needs to be addressed. That's... I wouldn't mind Greg Little at all. The reason I say Greg Little is because, like I said before, it solves the Jason Peters thing. Peters, I'm sorry, he's been legendary for Philadelphia, but the dude is just cooked. I mean, that's just the straight truth. He's looked cooked.
If we're gonna succeed in this year's Aces competition,
it's still weird to think that this is the last day that the Eagles are Super Bowl champs. Speaking of the Eagles,
the flight roster a secret?
Correct. In years past, competitors would go out at night and sabotage each other's planes in preparation for the next day's dogfight.
I get it. So now they keep the lineup a secret, and no one knows who to mess with.
Precisely. Looks like you're a good pilot, but we've only got one plane, and you'll be up there against dozens of bogeys.
You know, normally I'd make some sarcastic remark about how overwhelmed I am by your confidence in me, but those are some grim odds. And, well, you know, I'm always up for some sabotage.
Glad to hear it. Now, the roster is kept secret from the pilots, but not from the event staff.
Do we have a mole on the inside?
Our friend Dimitri has been hired to give color commentary during the dogfights. He'll know where the roster's hidden. Scout him out somewhere in the hotel lobby. But be careful. If you start a fight with the other pilots, we'll be kicked out of the competition.
Sure, we all play nice until tomorrow. Then we blow each other to bits at 300 feet.
Wait, why would you do it at 300 feet? That's a question I have. Wouldn't you blow them up much higher than that? Wouldn't you go much higher than 300 feet? That's...
Dimitri, funny seeing you here. Never pegged you as a flyboy.
Like a dance floor with many lights, I have many profiles. Dig, don't even try to understand the silky enigma of Dimitri.
Bentley seemed to think you might have a copy of the Ace's flight lineup. That true?
And why should I talk to a two-bit Rudy Poot crackerbox like you? Question mark in bold. Why?
That's gonna be...
We both know you're gonna tell me. You wouldn't have bothered showing up if you didn't want to talk. So, spill it.
I know.
That's...
The talk is like sitting on an electric chair. The Baron has eyes.
No, that's...
Eyes and ears. Ears and fists. Dimitri will be discovered, and the jig is pinched.
That's...
If you talk, me and the gang will protect you. We're all in this together. You can count on us. You know our reputation.
The Black Baron is a big wheel. He'll roll all over us. Too many men he commands. We can't stop them. Too many to count.
You talk and the secret stays between us. I am a thief after all. Keeping things quiet is what I do best.
Trust a band of thieves? Do I look grumpy to you? Your promises will be cold comfort when I'm pushing up the daisies with concrete overshoes.
That's...
Come on now, Dimitri. A man like you can deal with this Black Baron. You've got the best fashion sense of anyone I know.
That's,
Style? You're right. If I cannot dress him, I can certainly outsmart him. All is told through clothes. Okay, I'll talk a flight lineup.
That's gonna be...
to owe Dimitri a favor, which I'll collect in a few months of time.
A favor?
There's no small-time favor like, will you
I just think that...
or feed my plant? No way, bro. This old-school mafia blood pact favor, like movies, big time.
That's what I think is just...
Okay, Dimitri. Hook me up with a flight roster.
Yeah, so it's because the reason I'm on the Eagles because Foles' option was picked up.
To find flight roster, look behind one of the tacky
And they didn't pick up his option to keep him. They picked up his option to trade him.
Art decryption lock.
It makes more sense that way.
Just the guy for the job.
Stand cool. Here comes Big Cheese.
And I still hear the Yinzer fans saying, keep Foles, trade Wentz. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? What is the literal matter with you?
We've got teams here from across the globe.
This is why I hate certain sects of my fan base. There are other Yinzers, there are Yinzers in other fan bases I hate too.
Team Mugshot. This time we're gonna drill you jokers full of holes. Now, we all know that in years past...
there are other sects of the fan base I hate as well. It is not exclusive to the Eagles.
Like when Team Canada stole Ecuador's parachutes.
Or when Team Iceland sawed the landing gear off Korea's planes.
Or when Portugal put rat poison in Team Mugshot's coffee machine.
That's...
Yes, that was all so very funny, but no more. You know the rules. No one, absolutely no one, is to leave the hotel after sunset. If my God...
Unfortunately, that's just, when you get into that kind of, it's like, no.
No exceptions.
And the problem with that is, what happens if Foles get,
to prove it.
I bid you all an exuberant and exaggerated farewell, pilots. Tonight, sleep like geese.
That's...
And tomorrow, soar like eagles, eh?
That's...
They don't lock the front door to the hotel.
That's...
This isn't a jail. But you heard the Baron.
That's...
Once outside, things will get dangerous.
That's... That's... I mean, the whole thing was a great... For the Eagles, the whole thing was a great problem to have.
Careful, partner.
The whole thing was a great problem to have.
Guards on duty, and it's a long way up to his castle on the
But
hill.
but after the first quarter of that Saints game, his Foles regressed back to the means. It's just how it happens. Like, we just have to be realistic here. I mean, that's just how it is. I honestly might stream Star Fox Adventures for the same excuse. That's...
I won't be able to get inside the Baron's hangar with that drawbridge up.
That's just how it is. Like,
Lever on top of the castle somewhere. Sorry, pal, but you're the best climber we got.
and this is always going to be a tough year. I mean, the Eagles lost a lot of their offensive coaching staff. I mean, and Wentz didn't come in 100%. I mean, despite the Murphy's Law year from the team, they still made the playoffs and won a playoff game. So the structure to compete for a long time is certainly there. The structure is there. It just needs a few more slabs of concrete. They can't just use Scotch tape. And unfortunately, that's what I feel like Nick Foles is. No offense to him. Yes, he did help to win a Super Bowl, but there were a lot of things that were going into that decision. Such as the fact that Nick Foles didn't exactly go into that playoffs guns a-blazing. I understand it's not how you start, but how you finish, but there were a lot of people who were anxious for the offense. I was one of them. Yeah, I was nervous, but I had a feeling in the back of my mind they'd get it together and get it done good enough. And then they started to actually look good, and I'm not sure what even happened. Like, I think like what happened to the Vikings defense against us really carried into the season. That was the whole team.
Just us Black Baron goons.
Throw the switch and lower the drawbridge so that I can get up.
I mean, I will be the one to say that yes, I had the Bears as a wildcard team. I had the Bears as a wildcard team. I did not have them winning the division. I had them as a potential dark horse team to make a playoff run.
Hold on, I got an idea.
I liked what they did in there. I liked their offseason. They had a very good
It's
offseason.
gonna fall.
Medieval, but effective. Thanks, pal.
Sure thing. See you back at the safe house.
That's...
If Dimitri's intel is accurate, the flight roster should be locked behind one of the paintings in this hangar.
I think it was in this one when I did it. I have a half. Oh wow, these are nice callbacks. That was from Sly 2. Like the painting puzzles are all callbacks. Blasteds. That's okay, so that's how this does work. Okay, so it does work the way I thought it does. Well, that was a bit of a bust. That was a bit disappointing. Oh, I almost got caught there. This is another callback. Also Sly 2. Okay, so it is always in the second one. That's a bit odd, but I understand. That's...
Okay, fellas. According to the Aces flight lineup, we'll be flying
That's
against
fine.
Team Iceland and Team Belgium in tomorrow's semi-final round. As you're all aware, we've only got a single plane, while our opponents will be flying 15 apiece. You got that, guys?
Yeah, that's a lot of planes.
Against us. In order to give us
I guess you could say the odds are just plain stacked. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop. I have to stop.
Beneath town to get access to an air vent leading into Team Iceland's hotel room.
I gotta stop with the puns. I can't help it, I'm addicted to bad puns. Everyone I know knows that. A lot of people in Discord specifically, because they won't stop posting bad puns there.
Next, Murray and I will steal one of Team Belgium's monogrammed handkerchiefs. Meanwhile, the Guru will break into the Team Iceland supply truck carrying their lucky ice sculpture. Sly will steal the art and then place the handkerchief insinuating Team Belgium for the crime. Get it?
Yeah.
Frame both teams so they'll be gunning for each other and not Sly in the semifinals.
That's kind of what we gotta do.
All the while, I'll be setting up defenses around the Team Cooper air hangar. You never know when one of the other teams might
I was about to say.
do us some harm.
Considering the fact that Mugshot's in this competition, it's probably a good bet to bet that he's gonna do something. Yeah, that's just how it is. Yeah, you know that's coming. Anyway, with that, this has been Dark Kirby 14. We'll see you next on more Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves.